My name is Scott Petzel. I'm president of Metallic Minerals. We're going to talk a little bit today about metallic minerals as a precious and base metal resource stage exploration and development company with key assets in North America. This is a picture of our La Plata project and the drilling that was done in 2023. One of our key catalysts in the short term is to get those new results from our 2023 drilling out to the public here in the next month or two. Those results will be in a follow-up to a very significant drill hole from 2022, which we called LAP 2204, which had 816 meters of continuous mineralization with very high-grade silver, copper, gold, and PGE mineralization at the end of that interval. Three key assets in North America. Our first key asset I just mentioned, our La Plata project, silver, gold, copper, PGE mineralization in southwestern Colorado. We have an updated resource as of last July 2023, where we announced a 1.2 billion pound copper resource with 17 million ounces of silver for a combined 1.3 billion pounds copper equivalent resource. And we expect to see that grow with the 4,500 meters of drilling that we completed in 2023. Our second key asset is our Keno silver project, 100% owned, right next door to Hecla Mining, which is the third largest primary silver producer in the world. It's at a resource stage as well. We are on the cusp of announcing our inaugural resource for the project in the next month or so, and it's going to represent several years worth of production for potentially Hecla through Hecla's mill in the district. Hecla mined 700,000 ounces of silver in the fourth quarter in the Keno Silver District on their property. And a large part of our resource will come from an in-holding within their ground known as the Formo deposit, where we recently released some new results, and I'll talk about those in a second. But we're exploring on 40 different targets at Keno, and we've got 4 in a short 5 or 6 years that we've been able to bring to a resource stage with very minimal drilling. Our third key asset is our Klondike alluvial portfolio, where we're in an agreement with Parker Schnabel of Gold Rush Television on the Discovery Channel in the States, where he is mining on our ground, and we're retaining a 10 to 12% royalty from his production to help offset dilution, to help pay for back office costs of the company, and ultimately it's expandable so that it may help supplement exploration costs. One of the things you won't see too many companies like on the floor here is not only do we have these two key assets, but we're making money with this royalty agreement. And that is significant, was we're minimizing your dilution as an investor through that process. It's a picture of our La Plata project, 1.3 billion pound copper equivalent, as I mentioned. This picture shows a lot of alteration on the backside of the ridge. If you go over the ridge, down to the right, through the notch there, you get to our Allard resource area where all the drilling is contained. Within this picture, we've hit over 2% copper with PGE, anomalous PGE and gold and silver that has never been drill tested. So we have a very significant land holding, a very significant property that's got scale. It's an 8 by 12 kilometer district, and we own basically all of it, and there is upside with the potential for multiple zones of mineralization across the district, and we're only testing in a single square kilometer area with the drilling right now. So a lot of room to grow the resource and make new discovery, and some high grade in there to kick along with it. All of this work has led to an investment by Newcrest, which was taken over by Newmont recently. So in May of last year, we announced a 9.5% position being taken by Newcrest that brought $6.3 million into the company and funded our 4,500 meter drill program on the La Plata project this year. There are warrants that are available, $6.5 million of additional capital that could come to the company through the exercising of those warrants at 55 cents a share. And we're in, hopefully in discussion with Newmont in the very near term about exercising those warrants to fund our 2024 drill program. There is also a significant amount of interest on Newmont's part in holding the top-up rights for any additional funding that goes on. So we're working well with Newmont, and we have a technical committee where we're taking advantage of their expertise in these systems and working as closely as we can on this project in Colorado, where Newmont is maintaining their global headquarters. Just a quick glance at this map with the right side of that slide showing scale of systems. So at the bottom is our La Plata project, showing the minimal amount of drilling that we've done. It's a little over 20,000 meters or 18,000 meters total. And Newmont, with their Red Chris and Cadia deposits shown above that, give you an idea of the amount of drilling it might take, or the amount of results, good results that can come with a significant amount of drilling to get to a really world-class scale. We're just at the start of really growing and expanding that resource, and excited about the process of continuing this to get to what we see in the short term as a 5 to 10 billion pound copper resource, with the potential to even grow larger than that, with the inclusion of the gold and platinum and palladium in the next resource update. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. This is a plan map looking at the Allard resource area, and you can see the hole 2204, which is right there. That really is the hole that spurred the Newmont investment. 816 meters of 0.41% copper equivalent, with significant 5 meters of over 5% copper equivalent at the end of that hole. Our drilling in 2024 was to drill above the hole, below the hole, to the left and to the right of the hole. So 4,400 or 500 meters in 4 different drill holes. Those results are pending. Those results will expand the resource, test for high-grade extensions, and potentially result in an expanded resource announcement for the summer of 2024. Cross-section vertical slice through the earth, a different view of that. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it based on the nature of the 10-minute overview presentation. This view, though, I'll just mention, this is a remote spectral image showing an aster mapping of the clay materials in the ground, and the lighter color that you see that's centered in yellow represents the multiple intrusive centers of the porphyry copper deposit. Everything that we've drilled is in that red circle. Everything that's in the yellow circle has the potential for new discovery and has outcropping or exposed surface mineralization. Keno Silver Project, very quickly, this is the famous signpost in the center of the Yukon territories. We are just about to announce an inaugural resource. It shows the property outline. Our property is in green. The Hecla mining property is in gray. Existing resources held by Hecla are shown in the yellow. Historic producers in green circles, and the areas that we will be announcing our inaugural resource on, consisting of 4 areas, are shown in the broad red circles. We just completed a drill program at Keno where we drilled 1,000 meters, and we had one of the best holes that we've drilled since 2016 on the project, 46 meters of 256 gram per ton silver equivalent. A really good number that has open pit or underground mining optionality. Lastly, our Klondike alluvial royalty production. I mentioned Gold Rush Television on the Discovery Channel. This is featuring prominently in the episodes that are airing right now. This is called the Boomerang Cut, started by Parker Schnabel. And that royalty production was less than we expected this year, but has the opportunity to grow. And we're excited about having that income to offset back office expenses. And lastly, our capital structure slide, 167 million shares outstanding, a strong internal ownership by management and associates, 9.5% by Newcrest. And thank you very much for your attention.